Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Molinda Jae, here to bring you another topic that is very disturbing, and I'm pretty sure you all have seen the videos or just seen the other YouTubers talk about it, but I definitely want to talk about it as well because it is in the sports realm, and of course it is getting ridiculous at this point. But let's go ahead and get into this article, which is basically about the Alabama forward Darius Miles, who was charged, with capital red rum. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and share. Okay, and it basically says Alabama forward Darius Miles is charged with capital red rum. The story goes Alabama's men's basketball player Darius Miles and another man have been charged with capital red rum in connection with Sunday morning's banging near campus that took the life of a 23-year-old woman. Miles was booked into Tuscaloosa County Jail around 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. A jail official told ESPN in an official statement Sunday. The university said Miles, a junior reserve forward from Washington, D.C., is no longer on the team. Tuscaloosa Police Captain Jack Kennedy said the banging occurred early Sunday morning, according to the strip off University Boulevard near campus. He said Jamia Harris of Birmingham area was wounded and taken away. Miles, 21, and Michael Lynn Davis, 20 years old, of Charles County, Maryland, were both charged with capital red rum. That charge arose because the passing involved the banging fired into a vehicle, Kennedy said. At this time, it appears that the only motive was a minor altercation that these individuals had with the victim as they were out on the strip, Kennedy said at a news conference Sunday evening. They didn't have a previous relationship, he said. He said the driver of another vehicle in which Harris was a passenger approached campus police near Brian Denny Stadium at about 1:45 a.m. saying someone had banged into the vehicle and he banged right back. One of the suspects was treated for non-life-threatening injuries at the local hospital, and Kennedy declined to disclose who fired the weapon or who was hurt. Neither the driver of the other vehicle nor Harris or Davis appeared to be affiliated with the university, Kennedy said. Miles' attorney said in a statement that Monday that he and his family are heartbroken tonight over the passing of Jamia Jae Harris. While Darius has been accused of being involved with this tragedy, he maintains his innocence and looks forward to his day in court. Our firm's own investigation is ongoing and no further statement will be made at this time. On Saturday, Alabama had announced before its game against LSU that Miles will be missed the rest of the season with an ankle injury. So he had an injury. Well, you might as well say injury. But on Saturday, so it looks like the day before this happened, the announcement was made in regards to his ankle injury, and the team was sending him wishing wells. Okay, his bio has been removed from the athletic department website, and the university said in its statement that he has been removed from campus. Alabama head coach Nate Oates said he is limited in what he can say about Miles when he spoke to reporters in a brief news conference in Tuscaloosa on Monday. I just want to start today by offering our deep condolences to the family and friends of Jamia Harris, a young woman, daughter, and a mother who was taken away too soon in a senseless act, he said. It is an incredibly sad situation. We're keeping Harris' family and friends in our thoughts and prayers as they continue to grieve. With this being a pending investigation, there's nothing I can say add that has already been shared, end quote. Oates said Miles was away from the team last month as he dealt with a personal challenge, and then an ankle injury continued to nag him and eventually led to the decision to end his season Saturday, just hours before the incident happened. Wow. See, I was just talking about this subject. I'll get to it once I get done with this article. Okay, he actually went back home to Washington to deal with a personal matter, and then he had the ankle injury. It was kind of ongoing, Oates said, and he had multiple issues. They were all completely unrelated to this incident Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Awakened Sunday morning with the news of the banging that happened, Oates said he called Alabama athletic director Greg Byron and focused on Harris and her family and his team. And he said the banging resonated with him because he has daughters, but he also had to talk to Miles' mother about what happened too. Oates said Miles is the only member of the Alabama team connected to the banging. He said his team met Sunday night and there were a lot of hugs. In a video posted by AL.com, an emotional Miles can be heard saying, "I swear I love you more than you imagine," to someone as he escorted into law enforcement vehicle. Miles had participated in 6 games this season. The last time he played for the 4th-ranked Crimson Tide on December 20th, he scored 2 points in Alabama's 84-64 win over Jackson State. And that is the ending of the article. So, at the end of the day, nobody wins, okay? You have a person that went to jail. So he's basically guilty by association. And because of the people he was hanging around with. And then also the family of Miss Jamia Harris, they lost their loved one, and the fact that she is a young mother as well. Her child won't be able to see her again. So the child is basically motherless, even though the child has their grandmother to lean on for support. But it's the fact that their main parental figure is gone, and now the family has got to step in and take over taking care of the child as well. And then, like I said, there's a whole lot that has transpired, and there's a lesson to learn in all of this. And I'm gonna have to stop sharing my screen so I can deliver this message. Okay, so back when I did my 30 lessons that I learned in regards to celebrating my 30th birthday, right, a couple of things, a couple of topics had stood out to me as I was reading out this article. One was all skin folk ain't kinfolk, for one thing, okay? And that goes into merging on be careful about the company that you keep, because that could, because you could be, anything can happen, right? Unexpectedly. So you not only got to expect the unexpected, but you got to be careful of the company that you keep as well, because as the saying goes, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So if you have some friends that are sketchy, then 9 times out of 10, your future is going to get sketchy as well, because you don't have friends that will help elevate you and provide you that support, that healthy support that is going to continue to help you elevate in your life, in your day-to-day life. So not only you got to expect the unexpected, that's one of the lessons, but also be careful of the company that you keep, because all skin folk ain't kin folk, because them the ones that could lead to your downfall, which falls through to that other lesson that I learned was every decision that you make can determine your future. And again, that plays in effect every time you wake up during the day. Every decision that you make can determine your future, whether it's good or bad. Okay, so that's just something to keep in the mind as you are going through these life cycles in the physical realm. And then at the same time, excuse me, another thing that caught my eye within this article, let me pull it back up for my little reference. Okay, now based on who you hung out with, and there was no conflict, healthy conflict resolution in regards to that matter, based on this article that I have read, they don't know each other from a can of paint. And then from other YouTubers that I was watching in regards to going in depth about the situation, which they were hanging out on a popular university strip where all college students go hang out, have a good time, relax and unwind, whatever case may be, before they resume back into classes the following week, which is one of them was trying to talk to the girl who had passed away, and she declined the offer to extend or to entertain the conversation, or just to entertain them, period. And folks, come on now. At this point of time, this is the downside of social media, is because that this is the downside of social media. Yes, social media is good and all, because you're able to keep in contact with people at a long distance and make new friends along the way. But the downside of this is whenever you utilize social media so much to where it is hard for you to communicate with people properly, either with good eye contact, actively listening, and having better conflict resolutions, other than pulling out a weapon because you felt some type of way of someone politely declining your offer, or just declining your offer, period. Please don't take that personal. And it seems like, based on what some of the YouTubers were talking about in depth of what had transpired, was that the girl who had passed away, she was invited by her friend to, go to hang out for a good time. And of course, that good time was the last time that she spent in the physical realm. And she lost her life due to her declining an offer to entertain someone. Maybe, just maybe she was wanting to, maybe she just went to go out to have a good time, and she didn't want to meet anybody. Okay, have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about just going out to have a good time, and you don't want to, entertain anybody that is trying to holler at you? You just want to have a good time, right? And the fact that you get rejected, it stirs up your ego. Okay, it's a low blow to your ego. And not only that, but on the flip side, you got this basketball player that's had a personal situation that happened, that he went back home to handle. And then on top of that, either he came back with an ankle injury or he had an ankle injury on the court while he was playing. And I had spoke about this on two of the videos that I recently did with Damar Hamlin and with Russell Gage with the injuries that they had. And I was saying that it is a mental game in regards to recovering from an injury as an athlete and as a person in general, but mainly as an athlete, because majority of the time you're using your skills and your capability in that realm to provide you a stable living by going professional. And due to the fact that he had that injury, and on top of that personal issue, I'm pretty sure he was mentally like frustrated because of the fact that he has to sit out, not only sit out, but not play the game that I'm pretty sure he is passionate about as well. And I'm gonna keep saying this because I'm seeing a repeated pattern, because I've already experienced this with my brothers when they had injury issues while they were on the field and off the field. And all I can say is they need the support, and that it's a mental game, because just as bad as you want to get out there, you can't get out there right now because you got to focus on your physical well-being and your mental well-being, your mindset. Okay, so the best way forward to continue to stay motivated, so you, whenever you are fully and ready to go back on the field or on the court again, is to sit on the bench with your jersey on as if you are going to go out there and play. Because at the end of the day, if you're still in your mind about the injury, if you're so focused on the injury in itself and not on the end goal or recovering from it fully, then you're going to go into a spiral abyss at the end of the day. Because again, it's a mind thing. It's your mindset. You gotta reprogram and refocus your mind so you can say, I'm gonna make it out of this injury successfully, fully. Give me the strength to pull through this injury so I can be out there again and do what I love to do, and the list goes forward. But that's just a sidebar for the young guy that had the young basketball player that basically had got not only dropped from the school but also from the team as well. So he has gone through a whole ripple effect just based on the decision of hanging out with the person that pulled the trigger, right? And on the flip side, you got Miss Jamia Harris here, a young mother, and I'm pretty sure she was a student somewhere else. If not, she was probably more likely a working mom. But at the same time, she is focused not only on herself, but taking care of a whole nother human being, which is her child, right? In the midst of going out, and it's probably been a minute she went out. And then, of course, the time that she went out to have a good time, or at least to have some sort of fun, because of taking care of a child is a full-time job, right? Along with having your support system. And the fact that she went out just to relax and unwind with her friend, and that invited her, by the way, because again, I'm pretty sure she was like an introvert. I'm pretty sure she was like an introvert to a certain capacity, to where she wanted, when it's time to go out, and she'll probably go out, but be a little bit more, calm and reserved and the list goes forward. But at the same time, she ended up losing her life due to a senseless act of an individual that don't know how to control their emotions. And this is why we're gonna have to dive deeper, everybody. We're gonna have to really dive deep and figure out why we react the way we react. What triggers us to react the way we do? And of course, two-parent households is a thing and still needs to be a thing, because that is the equal balance when raising children. You're gonna have the masculine traits and you're gonna have the feminine traits. Everybody has the masculine and feminine trait within them, but it's all about maintaining the balance at the end of the day. You're gonna get that feminine trait by controlling your emotions and feelings, and then you're going to have that masculine trait to think logically and having that rational thinking of sorting out all the situations, the issues, the patterns, and picking and choosing your battles on whether you want to pursue it or not. But other than that, I send my condolences out to the Harris family and friends, and I'm extending nothing but healing and loving energy to them as well, as they are in their bereavement at this time. To the Miles family, I'm going to send you out strength and comfort as y'all are going through a mourning as well, because a loved one is going to jail, and of course, the kid just lost everything in the midst of hanging out with the wrong crew, as well as not picking and choosing his battles wisely. And with being a college student in general, it just adds more fuel to the fire of whatever circumstance that he was having at the time. But at the end of the day, overall, nobody is winning out of the situation, except the fact that one is still living and one is not here. That is the sad part about this. So we're going to have to be more cognizant on our surroundings and who we hang out with, and also get our emotions and feelings under control, so we can be able to not make those radical decisions that you could really lose everything within the blink of an eye. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Be sure to leave your comments, your thoughts down in the comment section below. This may have seemed long-winded, but again, it feels repetitive whenever you hear these stories, and then it seems like folks are not getting it. But at the same time, my theme is for this year is notice the synchronicities in 2023, and there's a lot of synchronistic events that are happening just within this first month in itself, and it's only just the beginning, y'all. So we just gonna have to sit back, protect our energy at all costs, and continue to work on ourselves and our healing as we navigate through these life phases. So without further ado, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so you know that next time I upload a video. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.